Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
No matter what your age, there's nothing like bowling to get the arms and the legs moving. So get on over to Generation Lanes in El Dorado, where you can join one of their adult or kids' leagues. Mom and Dad, you know it's what your kids want this winter. Generation Lanes is the home of awesome homemade pizza, soups, and appetizers. Good prices, too. Well, they've got daily food specials, and be sure to try their Fish Fry Fridays. Thinking about your next event? Why not talk to Jeremy about catering? They open every day at 11, so we'll see you soon.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage, or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Good afternoon. I'm Steve Witterhack, Randy Armgard.
I guess we're on TV here, on the video, Steve.
So, again, we are here for some non-conference baseball action here tonight. I'm Steve. That's Randy. We got Kyle on the camera. Colton, I'm not sure if we might have lost Colton, but we'll find him. We'll find him down the line somewhere, getting some nice shots from the outfield in towards the infield. But Waupun getting set to take on the Lomira Lions. Non-conference baseball here tonight at the Gus in Waupun. Thanks for joining us. And Randy and I and Kyle, we had a chance to cover Waupun's game over at Lake Mills last week Friday, and that was kind of a crazy game, a great pitching duel between those two teams. But I think we'll talk about that a little bit more in depth as we go into our pregame show. But that was entertaining to watch, Randy.
It was a very good high-level baseball game, well played by both teams, and yeah, as you said, a pitching duel there in Sutton Nelson, the freshman, doing a great job as well.
And Waupun getting down towards the end of the season. Only two more conference games to play, both against Columbus this week. They play tomorrow against Columbus, and then they play at Columbus, I believe, on Thursday. So we'll talk a little bit about this Waupun Warrior team and what they did in that very close game, a pitcher's duel, 2-1 loss, and really kind of put a logjam at the top of the conference. Three teams all tied for first place in the conference now in the Capital North. So we're going to talk about that game and its meaning in the conference here towards the end of the season, the last few weeks, as our pregame show continues live from the Gus in Waupun on Radio Plus Sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on. A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Lakeside Wealth Management would like to welcome Bennett Bresky. Bennett joined the team in May of 2023, following his graduation from St. Norbert College, where he graduated cum laude, earning his degree in business finance.
Hi, this is Bennett Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. No one strategy fits everyone, which is why every client gets our undivided attention. From planning to execution to follow-up, we take a proactive approach to helping you develop a strategy to address your financial goals and objectives using the most efficient methods available. Learn more at lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, welcome back to the Gus. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgan. As I said, Waupun with an exciting but short game. It was an hour and 19 minutes, Randy.
That's what I had, yes, 119.
119 for a game, but that's because we had two really nice pitchers that were going at it in that ball game. Sutton Nelson taking on Ace Everson in that ball game, and both those guys were wheeling and dealing that game. It came down to a 2-1 victory for Lake Mills. The game, a couple of home runs in that game from Mason Flood in the fourth and the sixth innings. The difference in the ball game. Waupun did get a run across the plate and almost got that second one across, but just couldn't quite do it. And it was pretty entertaining. I thought a very entertaining game. A couple quality teams going at it. The stuff we saw was pretty high-level stuff.
If you like pitching, you saw what you wanted to see that night, because I think both pitchers were really good. And Ace Everson, credit him. He kept Waupun off balance all night. And then, of course, Sutton Nelson, he actually, I think Sutton gave up less hits than what Everson did. And but the two home runs that Sutton gave up were the big difference in that game.
Yeah, they had him down as at least on game changer, a three apiece.
Okay.
Three hits apiece for the teams, but still was a entertaining game. Sutton Nelson pitching 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and Ace Everson through 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, but that was not earned. No walks in the game and 8 strikeouts for him in that game. And a nice game with the only guy hitting for Waupun, Emmett Hall. He was 2 for 2 in the game with a double for Waupun. The other hit going to Sutton Nelson for Waupun, but so just couldn't quite get things going. Ace kind of had us, and he really kind of went right at us. You know, he wanted to get ahead in the count, and they came right at you with strikes. And And I give him credit. He wasn't throwing a lot of breaking stuff till it really counted at the end of the ball game. Then he threw some pretty nasty breaking pitches that went down in the dirt. But you got to save those for the end of the game when we just really weren't ready for him and couldn't tee off on him.
Yeah, and then you had quality defense there by Lake Mills, and they had that one catch out in center field by Woleen that might have been the game changer in that game off the bat of that was off of the Logan Prawl. Would have been a gapper and would have scored Emmett from second easily, and then Prawl, who knows, could have ended up on probably third base, maybe even had it in the park home run, because that was a layout there for it was who was that again? I forgot. Yeah, we knew the guy, Tyler Woleen. Yeah, what a great play he made defensively to maybe.
He's an athlete, man. He's
an
a
athlete.
great quarterback on the football team. He's their stud on the basketball team. And center fielder, that's the guys they expect one of your best athletes are out in center field, and he dove flat out and he gave up. You know, that would have got by him. That would have been a different story in the whole game on that one. He sold out to stop, and he did it. Pretty exciting catch out there, and disappointing loss for Waupun. And everything went crazy after that with that loss. So you got three teams now sitting at 6-2 in the conference in the Capital North with Lake Mills, Lodi, and Waupun, and they all play kind of some of the cellar dwellers. And maybe Lodi has the toughest competition with Lakeside Lutheran, but Lake Mills plays Poinet in a Tuesday-Thursday affair, and we have got Columbus in a Tuesday-Thursday meeting coming up here the next few days. So Poinet and Columbus are 1-7, and Lakeside Lutheran, the toughest of the bottom three teams, sitting at 4-4, and that's who Lodi will be playing. But that really could have helped Waupun help kind of decide their sole championship in the conference. Now there's a three-way tie with 2 games left.
Yeah, you and I talked about it, Steve. Like, you know, how good was this conference going to be when they came into it this first year for baseball here, and I think it's turned out to be a very nice conference for Waupun, and very competitive, and you know, especially as broadcasters, that's what you like to see. Yeah, and it probably helps your team down the stretch and into the tournament.
Well, let's take a break right now. It is senior night for Waupun, and they'll be announcing the seniors out there. 7 seniors for Waupun that they'll be announcing here in the ball game. So we're going to take a break right now, come back, and then we'll talk a little bit about those seniors too here before we get the game going. Waupun again at home, getting set to take the non-conference opponent on with Lomira. Back with more of our pregame show right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Lakeside Wealth Management would like to welcome Jack Cole. Jack joined Lakeside Wealth Management in October of 2023 after previously working as an equity research analyst at Craig Holman Capital Group.
Hi, this is Jack Cole with Lakeside Wealth Management. Every client gets our undivided attention, from planning to execution to follow-up. We take a proactive approach to helping you develop a strategy to address your financial goals and objectives using the most efficient methods available. Learn more at lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Welcome back to the Gus in Waupun. Travis Hull announcing the seniors right now, all 7 seniors, and just kind of going down the list here before we get things going. Emmett Hull, that was a tough one for the coach, and that's your son.
That's right.
His last year playing through the program here, and all those years since he's been about 3 or 4 years old that he's been playing baseball. So in that, Emmett, a important cog over these last few seasons, especially for Waupun.
Nice pictures being taken right now. Everybody got a plaque. Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, it's something nice to put up somewhere in the house in your big man cave when you have your own place years down the road. Logan Paul, of course, there's a great athlete there, and it's been fun watching him when he came his sophomore year over to Waupun, and ended up being a really nice athlete in numerous sports here at Waupun. So that's another one they're going to miss with Logan graduating out of the program after this year. Jacob Steinbach, there's a guy that's making the most of his time over in first base and finding a way to get him himself on base, solid over at first base, and it's good to see him having a nice senior year.
Yeah, I agree. He's had a nice year, and that's part of this, team and what they've done and how they've come together as seniors to really lead this team.
Then you right down the list here, Graham Gopal, and of course, what he started showing us his junior year on the football field and out here on the diamond, but all of a sudden, football season, the senior year was just amazing and just a great athlete, maybe the fastest guy on the team out there with Graham Gopal. It's been fun watching him develop.
And certainly has multi-sport athlete, as you said, and really all of these guys are fine young men as well.
Yeah, you got Benton Nagel, and I tell you the guys that maybe don't get a lot of time out on the field, but they're there at every practice, and they're the ones that are making sure you can have a couple of rosters full of guys out there to play against each other, and they're just as important in being a person you can play with out there and to play against, having guys like Benton, and his is his last year. Trey Schmidt, I tell you, sophomore year, kind of quiet at the beginning of last year, maybe a little quiet. Then we started seeing more of him last year. But, man, he's just a bust-out year for him, and what a time to do it your senior year. Also, Chase Bean, What a super athlete. Always had a good time with Chase and all the things I don't. He always makes sure to say hi and everything when he sees me. And good kid, a good leader on the football team, a great hockey player. But though I never saw him play hockey, I never got over there. But I know those guys love the ice. Him and his brother, great hockey players. And then here he is, maybe one of the best catchers in the state, both hitting wise, offensively, and man, he's got a cannon for an arm and just does a great job controlling the game from behind the plate.
Yeah, one of the top quarterbacks in the state too as a football player. So yeah, he's a super athlete.
Yeah, it's been fun with all these seniors here. But again, I want to thank the seniors for giving us something pretty exciting to watch over their career here, and especially their senior year here at Waupun High School. Well, they're announcing the starting lineups on the field right now. We'll take another break and come back with the beginning of tonight's game. It is Waupun taking on Lomira the Lions. Non-conference baseball, boys baseball here at the Gus. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain, or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Okay, we are back here at the Gus, and our favorite place to call a game from. I'm trying to get this short that's in our cord that we have here. So I got her. Okay, now it's working. Yeah. So no, it isn't out cut on. But we have technical problems in our ear. Not that's coming over the air at all. But again, Waupun got to take on the Lions of Lomira here from the Gus. So thanks for joining us here tonight. Steve Witterhack, Randy Armgren, Kyle, our director. And we got Colton out on the remote camera along first baseline. Set up right by the bullpen over there. Let's take a look at Waupun defensively. Chase Beam. I don't know if we'd see him tonight, but here he is on the mound for Waupun. Big right-handed hurler. He can bring it in. So who do you have behind home plate? That'd be Benton Nagel. He is getting some catching duties here today as Chase is out there. Jacob Steinbach. He was over at first base. Landon Dirksen, the second baseman. Logan Prawl at shortstop. Got Graham Gopal over at third base. Left to right in the Waupun outfield, Emmett Hull, Trey Schmidt, and Brennan Rediker. And the batting order for the Lomira Lions. And thanks to our Lomira fans that are tuned in here. Randy and I normally are the ones that cover Waupun, but glad to be covering for both teams here tonight with Lomira, the Lions. Dawson Casper, third baseman, will be leading off. Over at second batter is Charlie Cole. He is the shortstop. Then Colton Wagoner, he is the center fielder. Batting cleanup is Jackson Bloom. Jackson Bloom is the second baseman. Then first baseman Nathan Leiter. And pitcher Logan Wendler will be batting sixth, followed by Miles Ammerling, the left fielder Blake Koblenz. He's batting eighth, and rounding out their batting order for the Lions is Cooper King. I'm sorry to my son Derek, can't answer the phone right now. Dad's busy.
He maybe didn't know it was a 4:30 start. We're a little earlier here tonight, so could be a few people joining in late. What a beautiful day, though, again. Turned out to be a beautiful day in the later part of the afternoon.
Well, just bringing a fastball right away is Chase Beam for strike one. A swing and a miss by Dawson Casper. Yeah, we'll take this. We're pretty fortunate in that game also over Lake Mills. Strike on the next pitch. That was a nice weather day, too, and it kind of kept us mostly out of the sun. It wasn't too bad over there, so not too many of those days that we've had so far this season. Next pitch is going to miss high. Count is now 1-2.
Chase Beam not messing around, just coming with the heat. 3 pitches in a row.
Tried to bend one in there, but it just stayed high. It makes it a 2-2 count. Yeah, things getting exciting here as we get to the end of the season. That one's going to paint the outside part of the plate. No offer on that one from Dawson Casper. Going down looking is Casper. That'll bring up Charlie Cole, the shortstop. Charlie, a left-handed hitter. Colton Wagoner waiting on deck. Of course, Lomira in the Flyway Conference, and Lomira finding themselves on the bottom of the conference right now at 2-10. Top of the heap over there is St. Mary Springs. Swing and a miss makes the count 0-2.
Chase Beam again just challenging these hitters with fastballs.
Just missing on that pitch. Makes it now a 1-2 count to Charlie Cole. Swing and a miss on the next one. Goes down swinging, but 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Will bring up Colton Wagoner up to bat.
Number of these Lomira players we saw on the basketball team. Kind of familiar names to us.
Colton batting .509 listed on the season.
Yeah, lanky left-hander. Left-handed hitter, anyway.
I'd say that one missed a little bit low for a ball. Got a familiar base hump out there, Randy. I know that guy.
I do know that guy, yeah. That is my son, Austin. I would have been working this game if I hadn't already committed to the broadcast here last week or so.
Next one misses high. Got another experienced official behind home plate with Randy's, but
Randy
been around the
Bresser.
block a few times.
Yeah,
it's popped in the air out towards left field, and Emmett Hull getting underneath it and hauling it in for the out. So a 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts. Nobody reaches after one half of inning. It is a 0-0 ball game. Waupun's half of inning number 1 coming your way in just 90 seconds on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump,
You up?
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at Allphase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
Okay, Steve and Randy with you back for the bottom half of inning number 1. Nice job there, Cooper King, doing what you're supposed to do, shake the hand of the umpire, because they're going to have in close quarters for half of the ball game coming up. But let's take a look at the batting order for Waupun. Logan Prawl will start things out. Logan trumps him, and he goes up there and also shakes the home plate umpire's hand.
I think maybe there's a little special thing going on there because Logan Prawl is the one that hit a line drive shot that hit Mr. Bresser in the face when he was
off from Logan's.
He was out in the B position behind the pitcher, and he took a shot right in the face, ended up with 11 stitches, not able to get out of the way of that heater off of Prawl's bat maybe about 2-3 weeks ago.
First pitch into Logan is a ball. Graham Gopalin awaiting on deck. After that, Trey Schmidt, Chase Beam, Brennan Rudiker, Sutton Nelson, Benton Nagel, Jacob Steinbach, and Emmett Hall. The batting order for Waupun. Big swing and a miss on the next pitch in. Logan Wendler on the mound for Lomira. Cooper King behind home plate. Nathan Leiter is the first baseman. Jackson Bloom over at second base. Charlie Cole is the shortstop, and Dawson Casper the third baseman. Next one down to the dirt and outside. Count is now 2-1. Miles Ammerling in left field. Center fielder Colton Wagoner and Blake Koblenz. He is the right fielder.
Cooper King didn't need to block that. Nobody on base, but sliding out there doing a nice job.
Next pitch is fouled out of play over on the first base side.
It's a little different off the turf than it is off of dirt. So, yeah, sometimes you got to get a feel for that. And those low balls, we would say in the dirt, which actually is in the turf, and they skip a little quicker.
Yeah, spent some time on the dirt. They did last game over at Lake Mills, natural field. Hauls another one back into the screen. Yeah, here you can kind of count on the bounce they're used to, those higher bounces on the choppers and staying a little lower on the little line drives along the close to the ground. But you don't know what you're going to get in a real field, in the dirt field. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Wendler. Ooh, nasty little pitch, kind of brought it up there and hooked down a little bit off the top of the bat. Foul, but a strikeout on that pitch into Logan Prawl. I'll bring up Graham Gopalin. Graham batting .375 on the season.
Yeah, when you play on a real diamond, on a dirt diamond, you know, after the game goes on 4 or 5 innings, you get a lot of footprints out there if you have traffic on the bases and the defensive players, and they start leaving little holes here and there, and you never know exactly how that ball is going to go when it gets to the middle part of the base running track.
Graham, the recipient of controversial call over at first base in that Lake Mills game, would have got the leadoff runner on base if it was called safe, which Bob Spanbauer had a great shot of that, froze it right in time, and Graham, his foot was almost touching the base, and that ball was about 7 feet away from the first baseman yet, and pretty definitive picture with that. You saw the ball streaking through. Showing bunt, bringing the bat back, and that one misses high for ball 3.
I don't think Gopalin had any intent of bunting right there. He just thought he would distract our pitcher today and stick the bat out there.
This pitch is going to miss high, and 4 straight balls pitched to Graham Gopalin. So he's going to take a base. Upon with their first base runner of the ball game, and that brings up the hot bat of Trey Schmidt, .467 on the season. Up to bat now for Waupun.
Pretty lofty number right there, .467. Another guy that just improved every year that he's been in the program since he was, freshman playing JV ball all the way up. Just continued to improve his game, got stronger.
Yeah, Trey definitely from a baseball family with his dad, Justin, one of the coaches here. And then you got Grandpa Nolan. Used to coach the Legion team there for a while, and he's got a pretty good history of baseball. So I'm sure they had a few little tips that they gave him along the way as he's a senior. Can't believe he's a senior now. Worked his way into center field. Great, just solid guy out there, hauling in all the long run fly balls out there, but really getting it done with the bat.
Nolan and Lori, proud grandparents, come to see him play quite often.
And that's going to get past the catcher as runners going on that one, but he's just going to stay over at second base. It's a runner at second base, a scoring position with one down. 2-1 the count to Trey Schmidt. Wendler looking in just a little longer. Set for this pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Trying to kind of break it into the strike zone, but it stays high for ball 3.
Yeah, a lot of Wendler's pitches have been up high. That's where he's been missing most of his pitches that have been called balls.
Runner goes, and that one is a little hit and run out to right center field. That's going to easily score a run. An RBI single off the bat of Trey Schmidt. Waupun draws first blood, leading this game now 1-0 with one down. Runner at first base for the Warriors.
It's getting it done right there. Get yourself a walk, and that's Gopalin, and then the steal of second. He was going to steal third, whether that ball was struck or not. So yeah, he got a great jump.
Yeah, so fast out there on the base path. That one's going to get past the catcher, hop before his glove, and easily overdue a second base. He is Trey Schmidt.
Yeah, if you're Lomira, you don't want to give this Waupun team a lot of extra bases, extra opportunities.
One-0 pitch, and that's hit up the middle for a base hit. Schmidt going hard over at third base, rounds the base and heading home. And Waupun now leads this game 2-0. RBI single again for Waupun off the bat of Chase Beam. And Brennan Redeker steps to the plate for Waupun, leading now 2-0.
Another nice piece of hitting there by Beam. He just kept his hands back and
fastball's going to miss high for ball 1.
Normally you would see a courtesy runner for Beam. When he's catching, he's actually pitching, so he could have a courtesy runner there as well, but he's going to stay in the game and run for himself tonight, at least this first inning.
Yeah. One is off the catcher, and Beam just going to take a nice leisurely jog over to second base. Yeah, the pitcher Logan Wendler on the season, he's 2-6 with a 5.16 ERA.
He's struggling a little bit right now with controlled.
The only guy with 2 wins as a pitcher for Lomira. He's got 8 chances, though, at it. These decisions. 2-0 the count now to Redeker. This one's going to miss high, makes it a 3-0 count.
He has missed high, and then he's missed low and away, and tough for King to handle back there.
Because Waupun is senior heavy, Lomira, they only have a couple seniors on the team with Blake Koblenz and also Colton Wagner. And the seniors, that's going to miss high, and 4 straight balls, and runners now at first and second base. That is the second walk of the ball game, given up by Logan Wendler. That will bring up Sutton Elson, one of our pitchers in that great pitchers duel this past Friday. That's just the first loss, I believe, for Sutton on the season. And he's a fun guy to watch on the mound. Plays a very good shortstop, and he's getting his bat going a little bit. He's got one of the 3 hits for Waupun in that loss to Lake Mills. And that one over to third base and getting a force over there. Nice job by the third baseman. Casper throws over to first. And not in time to get the runner over there, but did get the lead runner. Good pickup over there by Dawson Casper to get the out unassisted. Again, runners at first and second now, 2 down. And that will bring up Benton Nagel. Part of the blonde hair dyeing club.
He is, yeah. Benton's a cool guy. I've umpired behind him a number of times, like in maybe more in Junior Legion and JV baseball games. He's caught a lot, and he's always entertaining. He'll keep a conversation going with you as an umpire.
Here's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Well, you got to be cool. You got to be extra cool to pull that blind hair off, but he's doing it. Yeah, a lot of guys on the team doing it. I see a lot of people throughout the high school doing it. A few guys on my grandson's basketball team with the blonde hair. The one guy that's on my grandson Ryston's basketball team looks like the caddy that was on Happy Gilmore. He kind of looked like Happy Gilmore's caddy.
Man. Yeah, Benton, he's got a little longer hair out the back of his helmet there. And these guys must have all shared the exact same hair dye and had someone do that for them.
Runners going on that pitch, a called strike. And going down looking for a third out is Benton Nagel, but Waupun does come up with a couple runs in the inning, a couple of walks, a couple of base hits for Waupun, and also 1 strikeout, but Waupun leading it now 2-0 after 1 complete. Back with the top of inning number 2 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Welcome back to the top of inning number 2. Waupun scores a couple in the bottom half of the inning. 2-0 lead now for the Warriors. And coming up this inning, top of the second for Lomira will be number 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Jackson Bloom, Nathan Leiter, and Logan Wendler. I want to thank our sponsors from both Waupun and from Lomira, making this presentation possible tonight. Thanks for joining us. We've had a lot of fun covering some Lomira stuff in the past. A couple playoffs ago, not this past season, but the year before that, we got to follow Lomira a few games right toward the in the playoffs, right to their last game that they got beat out over at Beaver Dam, and got to call some during the season, and really enjoyed some really nice players on the Lomira basketball team that made it to state last year.
Lomira had a nice run in basketball, football teams over the last few years. And
golden years over there. That is amazing. That wouldn't have been in.
Yeah, great big breaking pitch there. That's a 12-6 breaking ball right there, straight down.
Quickly down to the count, 0-2. Goes right at him, tries to get a 3-pitch strikeout, but that one's fouled off. Staying alive is Bloom, number 4 in the batting order.
And Waupun, they kind of promote that work fast when you're on the mound, work at your pace and get their pitchers to work quickly. And
Pitch misses outside. I'd like a fast-working pitcher out there. I think most people do.
That's why we had hour 19 on Friday night, because both of those pitchers, Sutton Nelson and the kid from Lake Mills, were both not wasting any time going after guys.
Ace. Everson.
Yeah, Ace.
I only knew that because I guess his mom is friends with Stacy Smits. She knew her maybe in college.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one right back. I'm not sure if she was a teacher or not, but she was a really good athlete.
Okay.
I guess Ace's mom was a really good athlete over at Black Hawk High School. Little line drive right back to Chase Beam. Catches it right up by his ear for out number one. Nathan Leiter up to bat now. Solid-looking young man, right-handed hitter, and then the first baseman in the ball game. Right down Main Street, no offer, strike one.
That was one of those hit balls that looked like it was coming a lot harder at Chase, and it didn't quite have as much on. He had the quick reaction, and then he almost had time to think about it a second.
Little style points or something in there at the end.
To catch them when they're behind you almost. That's more fun.
And that is strike three, going down looking on three pitches on the last one there. Nathan Leiter. He is a strikeout victim. That is the third strikeout for Chase Beam in the ball game, and that'll bring up Logan Wendler, the pitcher. Right-handed hitter for Lomira. Yeah, we know Dan Damask very well, so Dan got us on board with covering a couple basketball seasons, and it was nice getting over there, watching the growth of didn't do any football games, but we did do some basketball games. Our Radio Plus family did cover some Lomira football these last years. Heat on that one. Called strike, makes the count 1-1.
That Nagel doing a nice job behind the dish. A lot of experience. He didn't catch a lot of varsity baseball because he's played behind Chase Beam, but he's been back behind the plate a lot of innings in his lifetime.
Goes right at him, and two more strikeouts for Chase Beam. He's got four in the ball game. Nobody reaches. Another 1-2-3 inning, and Waupun leads now 2-0 after 1.5 innings. Back with the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with New Med Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Welcome to the bottom half of inning number 2. Waupun bringing to the plate this inning Jacob Steinbach, number 8 in the batting order, followed by Emmett Hull, and back to the top of the order with Logan Prawl. See on my calendar, too, a lot of graduation parties coming up. Some of these people want to get it. Let's just get it done, get the parties done, and it's not a bad way to go. It's a lot to think about if you don't do it till July or something like that, and a lot of preparation. Some people said this maybe even before graduation. Let's just get it done.
Memorial weekend being early this year, we have another full weekend in May after Memorial weekend, so time to have some May graduation parties.
Called strike on the next pitch in. Quickly makes the count 0-2 to Jacob. Saw the picture of me interviewing him. I think his mom might have put that out there. She was pretty happy and proud that he was getting his first interview with the radio and video stream people. This one is fouled out of play. I try to save those whenever they post those once in a while with us interviewing them and getting some time in front of the camera like that. And I tell you, kids are great interviewers. Most of them are nowadays. They're just used to it now. A nice thing that I think that'll help them in the future, talking in front of people, and it's been a lot of fun. When we first started doing that, interviewing some of the kids out there, that was some pretty short answers, yes and no. So you had to make sure your questions weren't yes and no answer possible questions. Here's a one hopper right over to the second baseman. Jackson Bloom picks it up. It's easy throw to first base to Leiter to get the out. So one up and one down. And Emmett Hull coming up. And Emmett, one of those guys, kind of gets things going. He had 2 hits in that Lake Mills game with the 3 hits that Waupun had. And he's one of those guys in that number 9 slot that can set up the top of the order. And we've seen him do it numerous times this season.
I told you he might be lobbying to stay in that 9 slot. A lot of times with my time umpiring, I hear kids out there. Usually it's in good fun and then good natured. They're ribbing, but they're like, "Coach, I'm hitting better, man. You got to move me up in the line. You got to move me from 8 or 7 up to the 3 spot or the 6 spot." Emmett might just be happy right down there in the 9. Let me be the setup guy for the top of the order.
Yeah, from what we've seen, I'm pretty happy with him being right there, and I think his dad is too.
Plus, he's pretty fast when he's on base.
He flies. He's got those long legs out there. He flies around the bases. Big swing and a miss, and goes down swinging. He's second out for Waupun. Nobody on. 2 up, 2 down, and Logan Prawl will head to the plate. Now, he struck out to start the game out for Waupun offensively. All the action came after that. A walk and 2 hits and another walk. A couple runs for Waupun, but second at bat for Logan.
Started off with a curveball. That's what struck him out in that first inning. Good breaking pitch. Logan swung through it.
Bob, you're the baseball historian, only because you remember things and you're older. So, but who was the coach for many years over at Lomira High School? Was it Pete? Something. I don't know. Maybe somebody can let us know. Maybe send us a message. I should know because it was Nick Rush's high school coach who went to Lomira, and he even told me, "Hey, tell Rush that he still has to return his jersey from 20 years ago. Get it back to us here." Said, "I've already seen it. It's up in a frame up down in his man cave." That is right down the line and past the third baseman in fair territory. And Prawl around, kind of hesitates, and he's going to go back with a nice single right down that line, right past the third baseman. So a 2-out single for Logan Prawl. It's a runner at first base, and Graham Gopalin got himself a walk and ended up scoring back in the first inning. Is coming up to bat for Waupun.
Prawl with a big turn at first base there. I thought maybe he was going to try and stretch that out.
Once he hesitated, that's how you kind of game over on that, but he's quick. He's fast.
He may look to steal second base here, get himself in scoring position.
Stays off the plate. I don't think Graham's seen a strike yet, has he? Was there four ball at bat when he was up last time?
Yes.
Showed a bunt after the third ball, and the next one misses too. But with it. Emmett had it?
Yeah, I know Emmett did have one. I wasn't Emmett Hall had a no-hitter. I worked that game. I didn't have the plate, but I was on the bases that game.
Going on this one, head first dive and safe, and again thinking about the next base, but he'll stay right at 2. He's in scoring position. 1-1 the count. Okay.
During the DeBoer Diamond Classic, Emmett Hall had the championship. Third game he had that. Some question here about something. We have Coach Sid Lehman coming out and having a little discussion with our home plate umpire.
See a little pitch there and big swing and a miss for Graham Gopalin.
Off speed, breaking pitch, good location. So officially Chase Beam with a one-hitter this season, and then Emmett Hall had the no-hitter. That's pretty well hit.
Let's head out towards center right field. That's going to drop in and just waltzing home right now and racing over to third base as the throw comes into the cutoff. And a RBI triple off the bat of a very fast Graham Gopal. Waupun does get a run here after the first two batters are retired. Throw a couple base hits together, highlighted by that triple just past the center fielder out in right center field, and a RBI there for Logan Prawl.
And we saw that running back speed right there you talked about, and I think you and I we have to admit we were both surprised at how good of a running back he became. We knew he had talent, we knew all that, but I thought he was really a tough runner and just...
That was the thing, this toughness out there, breaking tackles, playing physical. It wasn't just that he found an opening somewhere and was racing. I mean, he broke tackles and he played physical. He was a beast out there. And
yes.
I loved watching the development of Graham Gopal.
I always said I didn't think he was that strong that he would run through the arm tackles like he did on the football field, but he proved me wrong. He was special.
Trey Schmidt had to wait on that one to get to him, and then took a swing and fouled it off. 0-2 the count now on Trey Schmidt. He had that RBI single back in the first inning. Derek checking out. Maybe he knows the coach.
Pete Drexler.
I was going to try to come up with that name. Pete Drexler. That's right, Pete. Remember talking? Yes, and verified.
Close.
Deep in the hole and out into the outfield grass, out in the right field. Nice chase down there by Jackson Bloom, but a perfect pace on that ball for him not to be able to get a chance to throw it to first. So that is an RBI single for Trey Schmidt. Second base hit of the ball game. And run comes in. Waupun now leads this game 4-0, and that'll bring up the dangerous hitting Chase Beam. Bob, what is the home run total now for Chase Beam?
8.
8 home runs.
Does that still lead Wisconsin yet? I believe so, yes. He's leading the Wisconsin in a lot of categories.
Okay.
Chase gets underneath that one. It's high out towards right field. Late break by the right fielder out there. And that one's going to hit the dirt and bring a run in. And Beam's going to scamper over to second base.
Chase Beam showing off the wheels. Bob thinks Chase might be the RBI leader in the state and the home run leader in the state. So I'm not exactly sure on that. It changes, can often change in a game or two. But yeah, he's having one heck of a season, senior season. He's had a senior year, huh? Football.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. And I tell you, I really appreciate these great athletes that come through here. And it's been fun to talk to them, fun to get to know them. You see these guys out in public, and they're not afraid to come up and say hi and talk about the sports. And yeah, good kids, good young men and women that I have got to meet over these years. And now having some of those great athletes we call for with their kids playing. Hard hit ball out to left center field, and that one's going to make it all the way to the fence. That's going to bring in Beam, and Redeker races over to second base. Relay comes in. RBI double off the bat of Brennan Redeker.
All of this happening after 2 outs.
Yeah. He's teeing off right now. Sutton Nelson coming up, but everybody hitting the ball well. That one, a hop or two makes it out to the fence.
Yeah. Everything after 2 outs. And a little trip to the mound here. Let's talk about this, try and settle down the pitcher.
Pete Drexler, haven't heard from about Pete lately, so hopefully he's around. But I'd like to be able to let the people know that, Nick does have that jersey up and framed up in a big frame in his man cave right now. So he's pretty proud of his years that he had over at Lomira. And he, I'd say he's I don't know, do you think anybody else that's more famous than Nick Rush that came out of Brownsville? Any other people from Brownsville?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm missing a name there somehow.
Nick Rush's father, he ran that Village Bowl over in Brownsville for decades, I think. And
everybody knew him.
Everybody knew him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nick was on the state basketball team they had back in it was 2000 or 2001 before they made it this last time. There was a 20-year gap in there, 20-plus year gap. Nick was on that prior team.
We do have a pitching change right now. The Lomira bringing Maddox Bodden up to pitch, a right-handed pitcher. We'll take a break, come back with more of our bottom of the second inning right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms. This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Again, bringing Maddox Bodden into the ball game, right-handed pitcher now for the Lomira Lions.
I believe Bodden is going to replace Koblenz. Koblenz out of the game. And Wendler moving out to right field, I believe, or into the outfield at least.
Sure how to read Bobby's numbers that he sent me. You got a runner at second base right now for Waupun after this pitching change. Brenner Rediker out there on second base after he had that RBI double. And Sutton Nelson to the plate now for Waupun. Sutton got on with a fielder's choice back in the first inning. 6-0 Waupun, 2 in the first inning, 4 runs. And that runner in scoring position yet here in the second inning. 8th batter of the inning for Waupun. Next pitch misses low and away. Count now 1-1 to Sutton. Talked to his grandpa Jeff quite a bit in our backyards there as he's out there working on his yard, and pretty proud of his grandson Sutton. And this is hit high in the air, but right at the center fielder. Now backpedaling, and then he had to make a catch over his head there to haul it in for the third out, but it took a while to get that. Waupun comes up with 4 runs. The first 2 batters are retired in that inning, but then they just kind of put a bunch of hits together and now lead this game 6-0 after 2 complete. Back with the top of the third inning coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pino. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pino. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapino.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapino.com and learn about the Pino difference. Pino, build better for future generations.
Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira. Check out their brand new up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number 1 team at Schroffnagel Implement, Lomira.
Okay, we are back for the top of inning number 3. Waupun scoring 4 runs in the bottom half of inning number 2 to take a 6-0 lead in this ball game. Chase Beam maybe getting a little cold with his arm on the bench out there.
Time.
It's been a while since the last pitch.
You see that in the major league sometimes when a team has a long offensive inning, then sometimes the pitchers don't come back and perform quite as well after they've sat on the bench a while. But yeah, Beamy will be fine.
Some heat right at him.
Well, we know he has a strong arm. There's no doubt about that. He throws from the catcher spot extremely well. Threw the football extremely well.
Yeah, he's just an athlete. I remember his dad telling Mike talking about him, and he's breaking him up when he was a fairly young man yet. But he knew it was coming, and we're seeing it. The town is getting the benefits of him playing here in 3 sports. A special athlete. They don't come around that often. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Chase Beam.
Chase kind of wanted that one. You could see by his body language, did not get the call.
Misses a little low, makes the count now 2-0.
Yeah, both pitches down.
Swung on the next pitch, fouls it back and out of play. Looking at some of the things that Bob sent us for runs batted in. 39 runs batted in, and he's, at least is what they have for records in WIS Sports. He is number 1 in Wisconsin for that, and of course in D2. For home runs, have him down for 8, which has him leading. That's going to miss inside, and a walk. Issued to number 8 in the batting order, Blake Koblenz.
First Lomira base runner in this game. Chase Beam has retired 6 and 7 in a row before that.
Striking. That's strike Cooper King up to bat right now, the catcher. Coming right back at us. Foul ball into the netting.
Chase, a very, very efficient, quick worker. Keeps that pitch count down, attacks the zone.
Yeah, with all the AI and stuff like that, they're going to find some way where they're such a great catcher. You don't want to lose them back there, but have them catch and pitch in a ball game. Yeah, he's always a tough guy to take from behind the plate because he's just so good at that. But he's a great pitcher too. He's got a cannon for an arm.
It's always interesting that they worry so much about pitchers overthrowing, but then you have a guy that pitches and catches, and they're throwing constantly all the time. And I go back to Eric Taves. Maybe one of the best pitchers we ever had here in Waupun, and he was a catcher when he wasn't pitching. I think Eric, near the end of his high school career, he did have a little bit of trouble with his elbow and had some severe swelling in his elbow because if he wasn't pitching, he was catching, and he threw every day almost.
Yeah, what a great athlete. Love watching him play. Yeah, that one bends it right in. It totally froze. The hitter, Cooper King, goes down looking. Strikeout number 6 for Waupun's Chase Beam, and that'll bring the top of the order up. Dawson Casper struck out back in the first inning, up to bat now for the Lions.
And Waupun, what are they, 15-3 now on the season?
15-5.
15-5 they are, okay.
I don't get all the stats. What they do have them listed in the Game Changer and in the Goal Bound. Actually have the breakdown of the conference in there. I mentioned before the other teams that are going at it. So you got 3 teams tied at 6-2 in the conference with just 2 games left for everybody. Called striking the next pitch in, and Lake Mills taking on Poinnette coming up tomorrow and Thursday, and Lodi taking on Lakeside Lutheran. That's a little tougher for Lodi in that matchup. That one off the handle, a little weak wall that picked up by Logan Prawl, throws to first and gets the out. by second base. So it's the first, and Waupun allows a base runner, but nobody scores. And after 2.5 innings, Waupun leading this game 6-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Back in just 90 seconds with the bottom half of inning number 3 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value Menu has so much Lutz, it's starting to go to people's heads. I'm the Lutzierge.
Which is the mini taco salad fork?
Here to help them cope. So when you try the mini taco salad, beefy potato loaded griller, or chips and nacho supreme dip, enjoy the Lutz. Just don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, bring the car around.
You know there's no valet.
Then who's getting the car?
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value Menu. 10 extravagant indulgences, all $3 or less.
Hey, welcome back to the Gus and Waupun. Steve Witterhack, Randy Armga, bringing you the ball game here. Non-conference action. Waupun hosting Lomira, the Lions. With a couple more games this week. Both of those against Columbus here tomorrow and on Thursday at Columbus. Benton Nagel up to bat. His second at bat. He struck out back in the first inning.
Benton went down looking on a decent curveball. Seeing a new pitcher now, second time around.
Like I just want to mention one more time about the blonde hair stuff. I said some of these guys I think got together and did it, and I think there's some people. I think Sutton Nelson one had his professionally done. It looks like a nice little blend in there. And this one I hit out towards right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Nice job there going opposite field on that hit from Benton Nagel. Good job there, Benton.
Is the 10th hit in the ball game for Waupun. Once again, both of these teams playing conference games yet later this week. So maybe not throwing their top pitcher, especially Lomira. Chase Beam can throw with anybody, even though he normally doesn't.
So I was a little surprised to see him pitching here today. I thought maybe they'll just leave him for one of those two conference games coming up, but they've got a lot of other guys besides that are quality guys. Down to 3, 4, 5 in the pitching order for them, and a lot of guys are very effective out there. Down to the dirt, to the next pitch into Steinbach.
Tell you what, Jacob Steinbach can pitch a little bit. I don't know if he's thrown at all this year. I did not see his numbers, but he's pitched a lot of innings in his career.
Call a strike on the inside part of the place, taking all the way to Steinbach.
Steinbach can just get you innings. He pounds the strike zone. He's not overpowering, but he throws strikes and lets his defense do the job behind him. He can get the job done.
Pitch down to the dirt and blocked by Cooper King. 3-1 the count now to Jacob Steinbach with Emmett Hull waiting on deck. 2 runs in the first for Waupun, 4 runs in the second inning, a 6-0 lead now for Waupun, bottom of the third inning.
Keep looking out there in left center field, Steve. You see that yellow? What is that? It looks like a flag from a football game. Not sure. It's been out there for a while. Nobody's picking it up.
2-2 pitch now for Steinbach, and that's going to miss off the plate. Makes it count 3-2. Yeah, I've been noticing that too. I thought maybe somebody would grab it along the way. Senior night here, 7 seniors honored. We got a nice little framed picture. I don't know what it all said on it, but it's a nice little memento. This is a chopper over towards shortstop. Cole charges it, sets, throws to first, and gets the out, but it does get Nagel over to second base.
Nagel running on the pitch, had a good jump.
Yeah, well, Waupun been running at the right time so far, getting those nice big leads with the guys that would have got the bases anyway, but that set up Graham Gopalin to score for Waupun, and seem to be doing it right at the right time. You got Emmett Hull up to bat now. He's a strikeout victim back in the second inning. Nice little pitch on the inside part of the plate, a called strike.
Yeah, Emmett and Logan Prawl, who will be up next. Both of them sport those pink gloves.
This one is fouled back. Yeah, Baden on the year 1-1 with a 8.40 ERA.
Those are pretty high.
Yeah.
Pretty high ERA. I ain't giving up.
Yeah. Chases one outside, and going down is Emmett, not happy with himself. Second strikeout of the ball game, and that'll bring up Logan Prawl. RBI single back in the second inning. He also scored that inning. He's also struck out.
This inning is setting up the same way that the second inning did. First 2 guys made outs, and then ended up with 5 more base hits in that second inning after that, scoring 4 runs, all with 2 outs.
Courtesy runner coming in for Waupun, Aiden Strax, running for the Warriors. Waupun trying to, like I said, top of the order up. They're not going to give up. See if they can get something here yet this bottom of the third inning.
We've talked about this senior group and how they've come together and how good this is. And I'll tell you what, there's some good young talent in this program right now too. JV and JV2, they have numbers for 2 other teams, and both of them are very competitive.
That's your baseball and your softball in this town. They're just loaded with numbers. They're huge, and quality also there. I mean, look at that freshman team in basketball, the JV2 team.
Yes.
I mean, they won. I don't know if they were undefeated or close to it on the season, but they were a lot of great players there, a lot of nice JV players. This is up in the Airborne fair tall territory, but it'll land just past the Nathan Leiter trying to get out there and get it.
It landed about 4 feet foul. Prawl knew it off the bat. He didn't run it out. He was watching all the way thinking, well, maybe now I know it's going to be foul. Save my energy.
One thing Waupun did learn is the numbers aren't as good on the teams that they're playing in Capital North. You can't field 3 teams.
Right.
2 or 3 teams out there with some of these, especially with softball. Wapun's got enough for 3 teams, and sometimes all they can do is just play each other, number 2 and 3 team against each other, just to get some playing in.
I think all the JV2 games that I saw were non-conference games. Yeah, they're looking for somebody from more of the bigger schools, the D1 schools.
Waupun can put a quality pitcher on for softball on the mound. Well, baseball too, but they've got 3 stud pitchers over with a freshman, a sophomore, and then a senior for Waupun softball. Any one of those pitchers, the number 2 and 3 pitchers, could be starters for most teams out there. That's going to miss off the plate, and a walk issued now to Logan Prawl. Here's Graham Gopalin coming up. Walk back in the first inning. What did he do in the second inning, Randy?
He had a triple.
It's a triple. Okay. Did have that circle, but more like a snowman-looking thing going on here My scorebook is ugly when I am done with it. I'm probably no front row Amy as far as keeping books.
Who? Who's that? I don't know her.
None of us guys have ever seen front row Amy in the.
Don't see her as much as he used to. I don't know. I don't know if she goes to as many games as she used to.
I saw a couple of games ago. I saw some lady there, and she wasn't really trying to totally mock her, but she was actually keeping scorebook right in kind of that same seat that. Front row Amy? No, the other girl. Oh, she just sits there and she doesn't do nothing. She doesn't do anything special. Not that front row Amy does anything special, but she definitely has noticed. This other lady just looks just sitting there, keeping the book. There's that first and second. Graham Gopalin up to bat. Big series for the Brewers. Come up against the Cubbies. See how they do. It's going to get past the catcher. Everybody advances a base. And, of course, the Dodgers coming to American Family Field Friday through Sunday, a 3-game series.
It was pretty cool to see the Brewers sweep the Yankees just because of the difference in payrolls.
Kyle keeps on wanting to bring up the Cardinals. That's his team, right? That's their team.
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah.
Kyle.
He
probably likes the Bears, too, or something.
That's a base hit up the middle, and that's going to score 2 more runs for Waupun. Off the bat, Waupun's Graham Gopalin. Just a simple little stroke up the middle, finds its way out to center field. And 2 more runs score for Waupun. They now lead this game 8-0. And like we said, 2 outs, and Waupun making it happen with 2 down in this ball game.
That is 6 runs scored after they've had 2 outs in this game. That's getting it done. And that's what this Waupun team does. They just battle. They make long at-bats, even if they're just fouling balls off. They get these pitchers deep in the counts, and they just keep working.
Runner goes, and sliding in safely. Graham Gopalin making sure he doesn't pop up off the base when he got up. But he gets himself to second base.
They redid this field this past fall. New turf here and new bases. They have the courtesy base now at first base as well, which is not mandatory yet. It's just you can use it, which they do once you have one. But next year it's going to be mandatory in every high school. Yeah, it's going to be mandatory for that safety base at first. But one thing I noticed, these bases used to pop off here really easily, and they do not so much now. So that's kind of nice.
If I know what Kyle, are you a fan of any Wisconsin sport? I know you're a North Carolina
He's wearing
dude.
His Carolina hat now. He's wearing blue.
Cardinals for college, Panthers for football, Magic for basketball, Cardinals for baseball, Sharks for hockey.
Doesn't even make sense, Kyle. He's rattling off these random teams all over the country.
That one's going to pop out of the catcher's glove and heading over easily over to third base is Graham Gopalin. My oldest son was that way. He always liked everybody, but he didn't like the Packers, and so he was. But he switched allegiances in with NBA basketball and with football all the time. A little meeting, just coming out with calling a
first and third situation. Yes,
let you know what he's going to do. The catcher. My rebellious oldest son. I'm going to call Kyle. Christopher's down in Monona now, so you're my new rebellious son here.
Contrarian.
Yeah. That's what they talked about. Maybe they can get him off the third base at all, but didn't save the throw, and now runners at second and third base.
I'm just waiting for Kyle to get on the bandwagon with the Brewers or something when they're having a big run again, and then they were going to say, "Yeah, no, you can't. You're not allowed now."
Oh, that is hard to swallow. St. Louis.
You probably like the Chicago Cardinals back in the day. That's way before my time. Way before my time. Even as close to the Radiants, Steve. Yeah.
I mean, watching Slaughter growing up.
Yeah, the guys going at it up here, of course, getting on the kid. He got cut on that one.
Chase Beam with a big swing and a miss there, a little foul tip. But
Randy getting beat up this year.
Randy Bresser, he's had a tough year. I'll tell you that. 11 stitches in his mouth area, inside and outside, and took that one off the hand.
How old is Randy? Is he?
I think he's about 70.
70.
I think he
Okay.
I think he's got to be around 70, or maybe 69 or 70.
Yeah, this one chopped over towards the shortstop, picking up as Cole fires across the field and finally gets that third out. But again, Waupun doing some damage after there was 2 down. They scored 2 and now lead this game 8-0 after 3 complete. We'll be back with the top of inning number 4 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at MTLcraft.com. That's MTLcraft.com.
Wearing glories make the difference. Metalcraft of Mayville.
Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We are back for the top of inning number 4. New pitcher for Waupun. Just a little switch on the field between first and the pitcher. You got Steinbach moving over to a pitch now, the right-hander. Randy was talking about him earlier. What do you know about watching Jacob pitch?
I know he throws strikes. I mean, that's been his history over the years, and not overpowering. He's got a decent curveball, and he can burn you some innings. And I think Waupun right now looking to save their top pitchers for the week, and I think Steinbach can get it done. Obviously, Chase Beam was very, very good tonight. He did not give up a hit in his time at bat or on the mound. One walk. He was 1 walk away from having a perfect 3 innings. So Steinbach, yeah, he's going to pound strikes. He'll get you some ground balls, get the job done. No. Bob's asking. That's the new rule this year. You're only allowed 1 player-to-player defensive conference, but the one before the inning starts, which a lot of teams do, does not count towards that. It's specifically in the rules that does not count.
Cole trying to bunt his way on the base.
We offered.
Yeah, he offered. And
saying ball. Saying a ball. Oh,
strike on the board.
Oh, okay. Well,
not that that's official, but swings and misses on the next one.
Board says 0-2, so we'll go with that.
Charlie Cole again leading things off, number 2 in the overall batting order. 0-2 pitch, hits that one in the air. And calling for it is Logan Prawl. He backpedals towards center field to haul it in. That was one of the graduation parties that I think that's coming up soon, isn't it? With it's like a combination with Logan and Graham.
They are, yeah, out at the town hall, out on M.
Yeah.
Whatever Waupun Town Hall, I believe that it would be Township of Waupun.
And that one's going to be fouled on the third base line. Trying to bunt his way on is Wagoner. He flew out to left field his last at bat.
I think this Waupun team pretty confident when Steinbach's on the rubber, towing the rubber. He gets the job done, even though he hasn't pitched a lot.
That's coming up. What is the 20th? This Saturday.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah. This is
Okay.
523. We'll be celebrating these two knuckleheads. I think she's put in. No. A couple of good young men that we got to know over these last years. Feel free to bring lawn chairs and everything else. Just hanging out, having a good time. Yeah, this Saturday.
Okay. Glad you reminded me.
I just thought it was coming up. One of the early ones was these two guys. So. Yeah, hard hit ball out towards right field, but right at the right field out there. Brendan Redeker only to make a step off to his right and hauls it in for the out. It'll be nice to, I think we'll get to meet again the best athlete out of all of them over there, Gracie. We'll probably see her coming up for the graduation party.
Wait till Graham hears that. Said his sister was the best athlete in the family.
We had some pretty magical years with her as point guard for Waupun. Started for 4 years, a state championship in there, another appearance at state. And over at St. Mary's, right, in St. Louis?
St. Louis, Missouri, yes.
And then had a great year there. Played a lot. Their team did well.
I think
it was a great switch for her out of Quinnipiac. Was a good place to get rid of, and she had a nice year there.
I think she made all conference, I believe, maybe second team or something. But yeah, I don't believe she was a first teamer. But yeah, she was an all conference player.
And this is deep out to right field, but Redeker just kind of ranges back, makes it look easy out there, and hauls it in for the out. So another 1-2-3 inning, even though Jacob Steinbach can bring in anybody. And you're a nice deep pitching staff for Waupun. And to keep Lomira off the board, Waupun leads 8-0 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 4 on Radio Plus Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Here we are back at the Gus in Waupun. We're trying to get our social schedule all done with weddings. And where are you going to be this time? Well, I guess we're going to be at the graduation party for these guys out of the town hall, Waupun Town Hall, is it?
I believe so, yes.
Highway M, Randy said just past your place there. And so that's coming up from noon to 4 this Saturday. A couple weddings. Randy's got you'll be getting invited to Frankie's.
Frankie Wirtz, yeah, former. Went to grade school here, I think, or for a while, and then ended up at Kimberly.
Yeah, never made it to high school here. I think they moved before she was in high school.
They did, yes, and then she ended up playing at UW Green Bay. Played professional basketball in Europe for maybe about 4 years. I believe Frankie's back teaching now in the Green Bay area.
Jack Toutant up to bat right now, getting his first at bat of the ball game for Waupun.
Jack can hit the ball when he makes contact. It's pretty aggressive. I'll say that.
And it's a little chopper to third base, a race over to first, and that's going to be a bad throw. And Jack's going to head himself over to second base. That's the one out of play. Besides,
it did go out of play. Yes.
Jack made him make a play over there.
Official scores are going to give him a base hit on that. Okay. Probably would have beat it out on that chopper.
And that'll bring up Sutton Nelson up to bat. He's flown out and got on with the fielder's choice.
we have talked about this talented senior group and the leadership they have here, and then you add someone like Sutton Nelson, only a freshman, that's a major contributor on this team. That's not always easy. I mean, sometimes it's hard for that younger guy. Sometimes the seniors don't accept him as well, but it seems as though it's been a really good fit here.
He's earned his keep. There's no doubt about it. He's a very special athlete.
He's proven himself, yes.
You don't get many, especially in this program, that come up and are that good and help the team out that much. We've seen, like I've mentioned, Keegan Hartkrink when he was catching against a couple of great pitchers, and he was put in a tough spot, but he did a great job there. Bobby, list off some freshmen that were great right away and useful freshmen. Reese Holman, yeah.
Go back
Baron Buckles, yeah.
Maybe Cody Mueller, I think, in his day, probably played.
Jake Krieger and Brian Ferris are freshmen coming up playing a lot.
Brian Ferris and Jake Krieger. I think Jake's having a pretty good time in college right now. I think he's learning a lot of stuff there and having a good time. His grandpa Jerry celebrating a birthday today.
Wow.
Jerry Krieger's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Jerry.
Yeah, and your sister as well, right?
And my sister.
Debbie Visser.
Debbie Visser, Employee of the Month over at the Christian Home and celebrating your birthday. Well, how old is she, Randy?
I think
40?
she's 49 or 50, 51, right in there. She's in that gap, I think.
Jeez.
She's getting old, yeah.
She's going to join the Randy Armiga fan club after she said you said things like that. Yeah, she's an amazing job. I'm surprised she hasn't been a few times before the Employee of the Month. Hit by a pitch for Sutton Nelson. Waupun plays 2 more games this week, both against Columbus tomorrow. They'll be here playing at 5 o'clock, and they'll be playing on Thursday over at Columbus against the Cardinals. And the next game we're going to call, if it doesn't coincide with a girls softball game, that would take precedent being a postseason game. But we are listed as covering their game over at Madison Edgewood coming up next week. What is that? Next Friday. Okay.
Which could potentially be a regional semi, I would think, for softball.
So we'll see how that ball plays out. If it is softball playing playoffs, we'll definitely take the playoff game over the regular season game, or maybe if we have another crew of people, which we might not for that. One's going to be low and runner safe over at second base.
Yeah, Jack Touton, he was one of those linemen for that football team, that quality offensive line that Waupun had.
When they got, did he get hurt, or who was it? That was it. Rediker. Remember, he got Rediker, the one that got hurt in the end zone.
Yeah, collarbone injury.
Yeah. Swing and a miss on the next pitch into Nagel.
Benton had a base hit his last time up at bat, and he scored back in the 3rd inning.
Waupun's at home against the Dells on the 29th as well.
And that's the one they added, was the Dells game on the 29th. And this is a hard hit ball out towards right center field, and it's going to bring in 2 more runs off the bat of Benton Nagel. 2 RBI single. I think we might be talking to Benton after this ball game. 2 more runs come in. So now a 10-0 ball game.
Yeah, 2 for 3 for Nagel.
Yeah,
in this game, doing a nice job. Another trip to the mound. Looks like a pitching change once again, Steve.
Okay, pitching change. Let's take a break right now. Come back, find out who our new pitcher is in just 90 seconds on Radio Plus Sports.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
Okay, Steve Winterhack and Randy Armgood with you as we have a pitching change. Lane Pastorius on the mound, right-handed hurler for the Lions. Not an easy game to be put in this spot here in the season, just talking about some of the games you do have coming up that mean something with conference games for these teams. And sometimes you want to play a team like Waupun playing Edgewood and adding the Dells onto their schedule coming up a week from Friday, right, for that game against the Dells. Is that here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
home.
so that's a good addition.
Yeah, you want to stay sharp and continue to play. You don't want to have big breaks in your play before you enter tournament. But then, like we're seeing Lomira right now, using a number of pitchers that do not have much pitching experience this season.
Yeah, just 10 innings, 10.2 innings at two-thirds innings, I should say, for Lane that's on the mound right now.
Do you know who turned 80 years old today? Mr. October.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Reggie Jackson. I mentioned that on the radio this morning on my morning show. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, 80 years old today.
Remember him playing there was a reason they called him Mr. October, but what a tough player he was.
Yeah.
Hard-nosed player.
Let's bounce over towards third. They're going to go for the out at second, go for the double play, and that's going to be a little late over to first base.
Have to give my book in order now. Okay, let's see.
Just one out so far for Waupun. That was the first out. So a runner at first base, Steinbach over there with that fielder's choice, and that brings up Emmett Hull. Struck out a couple times today.
Emmett was our hot hitter in the game on Friday in that 9 slot.
This pitch into him is going to miss low. He wasn't too happy after that second strikeout. A little slam into the bat, and he's been having a nice season though, doing real well.
He's been really good on the mound too. I think he tried to pitch last year and he was not completely healthy with that shoulder injury. And
that one down on the turf. Runner goes over to second base now with Steinbach over there. Looks like Noah Gould is awaiting on deck for Waupun. Like talking football with him. We get to a baseball game and you see Noah, then you start talking football. He's pretty proud of that offensive and defensive line. Almost all those guys coming back, except for Bruins graduating out of the program. They were a solid crew, offensive and defensive line for Waupun. This one is going to get through. And Waupun just kind of going station to station here as Steinbach's going to stop over at third base, but a base hit there for Emmett Hull. Himself a single. Runners now at the corners. 2 runs in, 10-0 Waupun. And Noah, a good young man. I was like talking to him about football. And, of course, his dad was one of the assistant coaches on the football team. I think he was the offensive coordinator, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, he talked about all the plays that he threw in and would discuss them with us a little bit. And Cody was an amazing football player.
I don't think he played a lot of offense in high school. He was more of a defensive guy, and yeah, I'm sure he did. But and then become an offensive coordinator, that shows a love of the game. And
he was a beast out there. I just remember how many times after a hard hit, be Cody Gould knocking the guy down, and he's got his son out there, so we can call it his dad's games. And now here's Noah out there.
Noah's mom very involved with helping here at the concessions, and always one of the ones that's willing to go the extra mile to help the program. It's going to be trouble.
Right field, and that one's going to drop in for a base hit for Noah. And Emmett's going to put on the Jets and head to third base. Waupun now leads this game 11-0.
That is Gould. I got to change my book here a little bit.
I just gave up. You're the official book guy for me, because
I guarantee you, Cody.
My book went bye-bye.
Guarantee you, Noah is going to want to get credit for that base hit here. I'm not giving that to Mr. Prawl.
Graham gets his at bat. Steps up to the plate now. Triple, a single, got walked 2 for 2 in the ball game for Graham. So you got anything going this on Saturday afternoon and make the trip over there?
I don't believe it. I think I'm available.
You stop and pick up Bob. We'll do that on the Bob. Wait, were you invited? Make sure you can come over there. We can head over together. Scott, why don't you make the whole
graduation parties ready for.
Yeah.
You and I have the honor and the pleasure of always following these kids for 3-4 years. Man,
Graham has got himself another base hit. He's 3 for 3 in the ball game. A nice hit right up the middle, brings in another run for Waupun. Got a few RBIs, 4 RBIs in the game for him. And coming into bat now for Waupun, Landon Larson. There's another guy that you've seen on the pitcher's mound.
Yes.
Is a useful guy out there.
Absolutely. He could be a 1 or 2 guy for any team around the area.
And I saw
he's a pretty good hitter too. Maybe we'll see that right now. But yeah, he hits with power from the left side.
Well, he's got a younger brother that's I believe 12 years old. He's kind of a little character out there, but he hit a home run, his first home run I believe ever in his ball game. Plays with my grandson, who's a year younger in Little League in Waupun, and did his round around the base and got there and just touched his finger on the base on the home plate when he came in. So. It's a big cut on that one, but it just got into the ground. He's going to get tossed out over at first base, but that does advance Gould over to third base. Runners over to second and third now for Waupun.
Yeah, this is the point where the best thing that can happen is this game just ends early here, and everybody gets out of here safely, healthy, and for both teams.
Yeah, should just be 3 outs away with Waupun leading now 12-0.
And we're going to have another hitter here for Chase Beam.
I don't think that's him. Is it? That's not him.
Who's that? I can't see his number. He didn't turn his 9. Okay, that is Aiden Strax. Okay.
He's been in to run earlier in this game, but getting at it bad here is Waupun again leading 12-0 with runners at a second and third base. 12-0 lead for Waupun, bottom of the 4th inning. Yeah. Yeah. This is pop behind home plate. Catcher gives chase, and a breadbasket catch on that one. And that is it for the inning. Finally comes to an end. Waupun does score 4 more runs and take a 12-0 lead. And if that score holds, this game will be over in 3 outs. We'll have Lomira's top of the 5th inning at bat coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Okay, we are back at the Gus in Waupun. Steve Witterhack, Randy Arm, get Kyle as our our super director. And Kyle we trust. We say that every game. And Kyle we trust. And got Colton. And Colton, we feel pretty good about Colton out there.
Colton's on the remote camera today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Colton does a great job out there. We love having him on our traveling team here. Yeah, they all those Fond du Lac teams, other things that we cover, and we've got the A team with us over here in Waupun.
Steiny on the mound yet. Jacob Steinbach still dealing.
Who's what? Center field. Okay. Put them everywhere.
Senior night, putting Chase Beam out in center field. You gotta love it.
Yeah, we'll have some interviews after this ball game with some of the winning team players and coach. And that's a hit out between short and third base. Base hit there for the Lions. Nice job there by Nathan Leiter. Just his second at bat of the ball game, makes the most of it. It's been a while since I batted. I'm gonna hit one out there. Nice job there by Nathan.
That is the first hit given up by Waupun in this game.
And the only base runner was Blake Koblenz. They got on with a walk back in the third inning. Otherwise, it just shows you the depth of Waupun pitching, and they've showed that, and that's kind of a trademark of Waupun over the years. They have a pretty deep pitching staff. And not everybody's a senior. We got some good guys coming out. Now we got one of our top pitchers is actually a freshman on the team, so we are very fortunate to be able to see a freshman just a freshman as good as he is already. We get to see him the next 3 years, this season to finish yet. Sutton Nelson.
I'd have to apologize on names too, but I know there's some pretty decent pitching down at the JV and JV2 levels.
Wendler up to bat. Count is 2-2.
Yeah, combined one hitter so far for the Warriors. Chase Beam started this game. Steinbach on the mound now.
Gets this one bent through and no offer, and going down looking on a nasty pitch there by Waupun's Jacob Steinbach. Right out to Chase Beam, now the center fielder. Put him everywhere, wherever you put him. Rock solid out there.
Ball finds him. That's right. Makes it look easy. Did it right, got his hips turned, got back on that, measured it nicely.
Lane Pastorius up to bat now. Now the pitcher in the ball game, but down to the last out now for Lomira in this ball game. Waupun again with 4 more games left on the season. A couple against Columbus. At home tomorrow night. Come down here. Cheer on the Waupun Warriors at the Gus. Catches the outside part of the plate, no offer. And they play over at Columbus coming up on Thursday. Of course, they added that Dells game next week, Friday, and they've got the game against Madison Edgewood that we are scheduled to cover. But if it would happen to be a postseason playoff game for softball, we'd be opting to do that.
Yeah, you and I are going to follow these two teams the rest of the way in that tournament. It should be fun.
Down to the dirt. The nice thing is, Randy and I, we just show up with our headsets, and then we say, Kyle, where do we need? We just hook up to our stuff there, and Kyle, he has to deal with the internet stuff and the setup, and
Kyle's
has to deal with Colton and all that stuff.
Kyle's all sweaty from carrying all the equipment.
Yeah. Yeah. I always just say I got to go talk to the coaches, so I can't help with these cases right now. So you guys are way younger than me. So walk issued by Steinbach puts runners now at first and second base for this base runners meant for Lomira in the ball game.
It's only the second walk of the game by the Waupun pitchers. 1 hit, 2 walks. Otherwise, they have shut down this Lomira offense.
Cooper King coming up to bat. Strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. Pitch will miss high for ball 1. Yeah, high expectations for Waupun softball and Waupun baseball for the postseason. Waupun got dealt a bad hand, though, by the powers that be in the WIAA, putting up in Division I in girls softball, because they won state a couple years ago and got to the sectionals championship last year. Kaukauna in that the sectional at Waupun's going to be in. Where do they rank? Are they the top ranked team?
I would guess.
Yeah. So it's not right. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some teams get the chance to win a bunch of state champions, at least 2 or 3 of them, but Waupun wins 1.
It
goes deep in the next year and gets bumped up. It happened to Freedom the year before. They were a year ahead of us on that deal. Swing and a miss, and Waupun will win this game 12-0 in 4.5 innings. 12-0. A victory here for Waupun. We'll be going down to the field, getting a few interviews coming your way in just a few minutes. This has been baseball action live from the Gus and Waupun on Radio Plus Sports.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at mtlcraft.com. That's mtlcraft.com.
Wearing Lummies make the difference.
Meadowcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
Lakeside Wealth Management would like to welcome Jack Cole. Jack joined Lakeside Wealth Management in October of 2023 after previously working as an equity research analyst at Craig Holman Capital Group.
Hi, this is Jack Cole with Lakeside Wealth Management. Every client gets our undivided attention, from planning to execution to follow-up. We take a proactive approach to helping you develop a strategy to address your financial goals and objectives using the most efficient methods available. Learn more at lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira. Check out their brand-new, up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number one team at Schroffnagel Implement, Lomira.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Yeah, welcome back to the field. Steve Witterhack with you right now, and Waupun winning 12-0 in this ball game against Lomira, and pretty dominating performance with a team that's kind of peaking here towards the end of the season. Talking to Graham Gopalin right now, and he got you 4 RBIs, a 3-for-3 day for you, and talk about where your game's at now as you get towards the end of the season.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't got much time left here, so I'm just trying to take it all in, and tonight's senior night, so I was just playing loose and just having fun and just letting everything else just do it. So.
The 7 seniors, what do you see in your team as a leader out there, and how far maybe you could possibly go in the playoffs?
This is one of the teams to win it.
And Gracie Somebody might have made the comment that we're going to see the best of the goal Collins, and it was Gracie as far as athletics. So
whatever. But yeah, no, I feel like we got a lot of potential with the senior class. I think we can go as far as we want. It just depends on how much we want at the end of the day. But I mean, I love these guys. They're like my brothers, and I would fight and die for them every single day. So yeah.
Okay, well, good luck. You got Columbus coming up here the next couple of games. Maybe some revenge from the basketball season for some of the guys coming up with that one coming up. But they got you got the Dells. You brought that on the schedule. Is that one of those teams that are going to help you in the postseason?
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be another confidence boost game. I just feel like we're peaking at the right time. Just like it's one of those years, man. And I'm just pumped. I feel like this is the team to do it. So, I mean, just get ready, man. It's going to be
talk about a great senior year, though. Football season, unbelievable. Baseball season, let's end strong, okay?
Yeah, man. Miss football. But at the end of the day, we're going to take care of business, baby. Okay. Roll Wop.
Joining us, now we got the Waupun's top utility player. You can put him anywhere on the field. And a great pitching performance. Gave up a walk. You only on your pitching today. And, of course, just talk about the rest of your season here. You got Columbus a couple of games. They have the Dells to your schedule now, and you guys right where you want to be here, going closer to the postseason.
Yeah, for sure. Adding that Dells game really helps. That's a team that'll probably be at sectionals for their section. So I mean, getting a game in against them will definitely prepare us for the postseason and what we're going to see later on in the season.
Senior night here tonight. 7 seniors. What does it mean to you getting close to the end of your career here at Waupun?
It's really bittersweet, I mean, there's so many great memories here, and just playing with this group of guys the past 4 years has been truly special. But it's also exciting, like getting down to it, preparing for a big playoff run. We have big hopes this year, and right now our team's looking really solid and looking like we can do something special.
When's the last time you've been in the outfield?
I played outfield 1 inning against Poynette earlier this year, but the last time I actually played it was probably never.
Okay. Well, it's been fun watching this season so far, and looking forward to the rest of the season. So congratulations on the W.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Beam joining us, and we're going to talk my first interview with Benton Nagel joining us right now. Benton, you were voted by the guys up there with the best hair, the best flow going on. Yeah, everybody else with the dyed hair is kind of shoddy, but yours is good there. But how often the time growing up?
Catching and second base. Wasn't too great at second, so did all right at catcher growing up, and that's where I've been ever since.
Well, you had a great game today. You had yourself a couple of hits in the game, a couple RBIs in the ball game. And what does it feel being a senior on this team with a great bunch of players with you? And these seniors, how does it feel to be here all together now, you and those 6 other seniors?
Oh, man, it's amazing. You come to the field, all your friends are here. It's always a great time. It's even better when you play. I had a blast today, and,
You played great today. It was fun watching you out there, and they know you're there in case they need you out there behind the plate. So great job here today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Benton Nagel joining us, and we'll let the coaches do his coaches stuff over there with Travis. But again, we'll send it back up to Randy. We'll let Randy kind of wrap things up in the booth. But again, Waupun winning 12-0. Back up to Randy.
Okay, we are back here for just a few individual stats. Again, Waupun only gave up 1 hit in these 5 innings. That came in the 5th inning off of Steinbach. But Chase Beam, he had 6 strikeouts out of the 9 outs in the 3 innings he pitched, and he only gave up 1 walk. Steinbach with 1 walk, and he gave up the 1 base hit. So pretty nice job there by the entire team. Offensively, a few individual stats here. Logan Peral 1 for 2 on the day. Noah Gould 1 for 1. Graham Gopal 3 of 3. Trey Schmidt was 2 of 2 in the game, and Larson was 0 for 1. Chase Beam 2 of 3 in the game. He had a double and a single. Strax came in for him and did not get a hit. Redeker was 1 for 1 in the game. And Teuton came in. He was 1 for 1. Sutton Nelson 0 for 2 today. Benton Nagel, who just interviewed with Steve down there, 2 of 3. He had a couple of singles in this game, 2 line drives to right center field. Jacob Steinbach 0 for 3, and Emmett Hull 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. So Waupun had 13 hits, 13 left on base in this game, and they win this game. Was it 12 to nothing? 12-0, yeah. The scoreboard was off. I didn't even write it down, but 12-0 in favor of Waupun. As we said, they play tomorrow night right here at home. So anybody that we will not be covering that game. So if you want to see them, come on down to the Gus and watch Waupun play. It's going to be a little cooler. Bring your jacket tomorrow. Again, thanks for joining us on Radio Plus. On behalf of Steve Winterack, I'm Randy Armgard, Kyle Baker running the boards for us tonight. Have a good evening.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.